Bro, I think that we all know about Cointelpro in the past. I think we're in the midst of Cointelpro 2.0. We just don't know it. And I think it's social media. Like, you don't have to infiltrate movements and people and organizations anymore. You can just infiltrate people's minds through like pushing certain narratives and stuff out there and like making us engage with the content. And it's literally shaping people's minds in everyday life about stuff. I think black relationships is an example of that. And I'm not gonna going on off too deep into it, but I think the powers that be, bro, have figured out a way to trick the algorithm into thinking like that we're against each other in everyday life. I don't see that.
We had an episode about that.
So true.
Yeah,
bro,
we had an episode about that.
That is so true.
I think it's something very strategic happening to us through social media content that's being
50-50 debate. How many?
Bro, all
who
that
keeps
stuff.
starting these 50-50? I don't even feel like it's us at this point.
Bro, where they coming from? I'm like, it's a joke, but like dead ass for real.
No, that's facts.
I think it's something much more deep that we're in the midst of. We won't know until like 20 years from now, but
yeah.
Yeah. What up? It's social media Cointelpro. I get what he's saying. I mean, to me, it's a reach, but it got some very valid points. There was a thing at Cointelpro. It was like discredit, disparage, destroy. So for y'all who don't know what Cointelpro is, it was the government basically watching people, setting people up, sabotaging people, trying to sabotage their lives and reputation, getting people killed, getting people canceled before, it was cancel culture and all that other stuff, and trying to get the world against people by using the media and the police and, the government. You know what I'm saying? So that's a thing. Basically, COINTEL was started like around like when the civil rights movement started. I forgot when Emmett Till, because Emmett Till's death kicked off what we know as the civil rights movement. But COINTELPRO was started around then. I got to look that up. Emmett Till died in 55, and COINTELPRO started in 56. And so I would say this: if COINTELPRO is in social media, everybody who's participating in social media is the FBI, because we're surveilling ourselves. You use social media to disparage people and discredit people and to destroy people. So, and it's part of your algorithm. It's part of what you're looking for. And if it's not what you're looking for, some of y'all don't turn away from it. So if in some years they'll say, oh man, the country was brainwashed because of social media, you're a willing participant. This time you're a willing participant. There are no quote unquote leaders. Was there a political aspect to it? Yes. They wanted to get rid of the Black Panthers. Yeah, they tried to talk about the Communist Party, but the Communist Party in the 50s, 60s, no. But the political aspect, you look at it like, okay, people are blowing up and getting famous real fast over extreme views and extreme political views, and that's the thing. And is the government paying for that? Networks are paying for that. Network television, CNN, Fox, MSNBC. That's who is salacious. What people forget about social media is basically social media replaced the actual media conglomerates. You really don't have a newspaper. Everybody doesn't have a newspaper like that anymore. So people watch the news. Even the news is on social media because you're not watching the news on TV enough. So you would say that, hey man, because of that, the government is plotting to get us all brainwashed and into this and that. And it's like, You know, you don't say the government messing with you when you're on them twerk videos and y'all on them and them porn sites looking at porn, but you know, ain't the government. Then the government got me watching all that. It's like no, but is society easily manipulated? In America, it was easily manipulated because America was built on propaganda and people going for the propaganda and people benefiting off the propaganda and people buy into the propaganda, right? So the thing about social media, the mass message that was put out to the world or to the United States does not have to be individually based. So I would say, like, if it was a conspiracy, the conspiracy is to keep you busy doing nothing. You know, as long as the masses are busy doing nothing, most people won't be successful in life. You know, your phone. All of our phones have that thing about the timer, how we use it, how much we use it in a week. And a lot of people never, and I don't think a lot of people look at how much time you are on your phone a day. Um, and I'll say this with all due respect. I'm not talking about the brothers that was on the talking. If social media was Cointelpro, most people would sign themselves up because they want to be the star in their own movie. You know, the idea of attention and fame kind of beats progressing in life. It's messed up, but that's how it looks. And it's pretty advantageous. It's pretty advantageous to society because, like, people like to talk about politics, and it's like, for what? For what? Like politics is just another form of social media entertainment when you're bored with the other things. And when we look at the American government, I can say social media definitely pacified America into not into the into not paying attention and looking into the situation that this country is in now. And but the other thing is, I will say, social media did another thing. Um, it shortened our attention spans, and I remember when people were quote unquote brainwashed by the media. Something to come on the news and push them stories out for about, about, let's just say, about a month. And now you are all repeating it. Yeah, man, and and it's and it's. So they took some time to get it into your head and you believe the BS. So now you regurgitating it. And now that's what you believe. It's like, doesn't make as much sense as you think, but fine. But now they pump out these messages and then you go digging down a rabbit hole for confirmation bias. But also, when the hypocrisies pop up, or when the big moments of, oh, this is a problem, or the gotcha moments pop up, and because as they used to say with the newspaper, um, the story makes the front page, the retraction is like page 7 or 20 with people not looking. So we don't need a retraction, because if something really serious happens, all they're gonna do is throw some celebrities under the bus. You gonna get some celebrity gossip, some sports gossip, and the whole issue that could affect the whole country, 48, 72 hours, you didn't forget about it. So if anything, social media help with that, because people just forget stuff left and right. They'll actually have conversations about things going on in life in America, and somebody like, yo, this happened though, and I forgot about that, but that was 2 weeks ago. How did you forget? And that was 2 weeks ago. People don't have a grasp of history with all this information at hand. People have a very terrible grasp of history, of context, of both sides of a story, not just the side that they was pushing, or not even critically thinking to go, oh, but this was happening, so this probably was happening too, because nobody's thinking all the way. Social media, in some ways, ushering us into Idiocracy, the movie. We're just all dumb Americans, and I say that because now you add AI to social media, and you don't think about it, but you had students letting AI do their work for them. So they graduated with a degree in something and have no idea no idea concept of what they got a degree in, because they never actually studied. You have musicians, people who think they're musicians because AI is making a song for them, and I'm good. You don't even. You got AI making art for you. You get what I'm saying? You got AI making decisions, financial decisions for you. So it's ushering in, we're lazy in thinking, we're lazy in action. So it's ushering in America's laziness, which in essence locks in the classes wherever they're at, for the most part. Because if you're in a lower class and you wasting that time, you're gonna be stuck there. If you're in the middle class and you wasting that time, you're gonna be stuck there. If you're in the upper class, you're trying to benefit on the middle and the lower class suffering. Remember, people said that the middle class is not the middle class anymore. It's shrunk. There you go. But that's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what you think about it. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.